You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting night of racing in the IVRL Buttkicker Series. We're at Kansas Speedway tonight with 14 drivers ready to go at it once again. I'm Randy Pepper, and that is Nick Adams. What's happening, bud?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the beautiful Kansas Motor Speedway, the home of Clint Boyer, the rowdiest, craziest NASCAR driver of my generation by a wide mile. Home to some pretty good racing when you're when it's nice and hot and slick here. And home to 2 more races until the Championship 4. That's what we're here tonight, folks. That's right. 2 more races tonight and then next week. And then we end this season at Phoenix in 3 weeks' time.
And this is going to be another exciting race for sure. Folks, I apologize for the way I sound tonight. My mic decided to take a dump right before the start of the broadcast, and I had to use the voice made by Kenner Nabisco. So
this is like classic NBC sound.
Yeah,
like the first time NBC tried to get NASCAR, and Larry McReynolds sounded like he was talking through his hand, just like this. That's what that sounds like right now. Classic NBC. You just have this little tiny hole you get to talk to, like this. Just how are you today, there, Larry Mack?
Good.
But
How
anyhow,
you doing?
Let's go ahead and talk about. Well, we can talk about it. Playoff point standings. There it is on your screen right now, folks. Joseph Causey is your first driver locked into the Championship 4. Sitting in second right now, 29 points ahead, Patrick Gaspar. In third, 9 points above the cutoff line, Cody McKinney. And in fourth on the final transfer spot to the Championship 4, Nicholas Weatherby by 4 points. At the moment, you have Charles Urick right outside the top 4 with 4 championship points separating him from the championship finale. Adam Wood 6 out, Ryan Cliver 10 out, Thomas Carino Jr. in almost a must-win situation after last week. Tonight, it's going to get fun. Nicholas Weatherby is quick here. Patrick Gaspar is bound to be fast here at another 1.5 miles. Joseph Causey is quick, it looks like. Thomas Carino is quick tonight. So we're going to have an interesting race on our hands tonight, folks. It is going to end up with somebody locking themselves into the Championship 4, I think. I don't know if Causey can win here at Kansas. If we go back to the spring on the exit of Turn 4, Joseph Causey looked like the Tin Man, the man without a brain. Came around corner number 4 and just spun out right in front of the whole field.
Yep. I remember it well. Hey, you have to remember, though, Dalton Tucker last week showed up out of nowhere, didn't practice, got out here and won the race. And what does he do tonight? He just showed up.
I'm just going to look at this paint scheme really quick because Jeff Gordon, good God, that number 24 car, Nick Noble,
I'm watching
is
it.
just so beautiful. folks, if you don't remember this car, I believe this car ran in the summer of, I think, 97.
This was an
Chroma
all-star race.
Premier.
Yeah, this was all-star. This was the first all-star race that Jeff Gordon actually ran a premier paint scheme. That's
Way
what this
back
car is.
when
I
you
have it up
called
on my,
it-
yeah.
Way
I
back
have it.
when it was called the Winston Cup Series.
Yep.
Stock cars were closer to stock than they are now. This is when Dale Earnhardt was dominating. Jeff Gordon was getting his start at the domination. The King was at the end of his run.
This is actually the second year after the first year that Dale Earnhardt showed up with the silver car, the all-silver car
that
that Sam
beautiful
Bass did.
silver
Yep.
Dale Earnhardt machine.
Yeah, that was the one that
man.
Sam Bass did for him. And
Go
the
back
next
to the
year,
old days, man.
yeah, the next year Jeff Gordon showed up with this first Chroma Illusion car, supposedly. They actually called this a Chroma Illusion car. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't really have any Chroma Illusion to it. But this was the first car that Jeff Gordon showed up with that paint scheme. That
So
was
what's
different than the
crazy
rainbow.
about the DuPont Chroma series is, to this day, you can still find the Chroma series. It's just through Exalta, and it has, I think it's a different name. But the paints still exist. I painted a Jeff Gordon tribute car here in iRacing for the TNT series when we were racing it. And I had to find all these color codes. And I found a page on Exalta where they gave you the color codes to the old Jeff Gordon paint scheme. And it was a like, if you had to print it out, it would have been 10 or 15 pages. Because there were so many different colors for all the paint schemes. And it listed when the paint schemes were driven, how the colors were put on the car, what primer was used. It was unbelievable. It's like a history of stock car racing of Jeff Gordon in the Cup Series just right there in front of you.
Yeah, and it's funny. Ford has their own version of the Chroma Illusion paint too, and they just call it. I believe they just call it a flip flop. What they call it. But it's the same basic paint. It just changes colors from like 3 to 4, 5 different colors depending on how many colors they mix in with it. But this paint, I believe, only was really just 2. The next year when Jeff came out with that other Chroma Illusion that was pure Chroma Illusion, I believe shipped it 4, maybe 5 times in it. It's beautiful. That's one of my favorite cars. Is the second version of this car. That's one of my favorite cars. Definitely, I have that Chroma, that Premier. I keep touching stuff, folks. Sorry. Anytime I touch anything in this, it goes off. But
I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn Randy over to you guys just a little bit because I'm having trouble hearing him, which means you guys are probably having trouble hearing him. But that's not on his end, that's on my end. Give me 1 second. We'll try to adjust Randy. Randy, go ahead. There you go. That's a Randy Pepper we know and love.
Yes, there we go.
Oh, it might help
So-
if I have my volume turned up too, huh?
I guess, yeah. I'm probably going to have neck issues as I'm kind of having to lean over. I have this thing. You guys would laugh. I actually have this mic propped up against my steering wheel and aimed at my mouth, and I'm having to lean over to the mic because my other mic is on my tripod, and I didn't have enough time to mount it to my tripod. So this is what it is. So hopefully you guys get this race done quick so my neck doesn't have too many issues. It's all about me. I'll tell you that right now.
Listen, everybody, you're going to hear 3 hours of Randy Pepper complaining. My neck hurts. I don't get paid enough for this.
That's the truth. That's for sure.
I give Randy $1 an hour, and then I tax him 75 cents an hour.
Thank you, Mr. Biden.
And then I take 25 cents of that for health insurance, so I don't pay Randy Pepper anything. It's nice. It's nice. You know what's funny? I charge him for the health insurance. I don't actually pay for anything with his health insurance. He tried to get a prescription last week. I made him pay the full price, so the copay didn't cover it. He called me up screaming and a holler, and then I shut his phone off because it's a company phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
And
called me up and he said, hey, me and you are going to meet in the middle of a steel-sided ring next week on Thursday night. And I said, Randy, I'm not going to meet you next week for a Thursday night beat down. I'm going to send in one of my cronies. I'm going to send in Kevin Nash. You beat Kevin Nash, then you get me at the pay-per-view for the title. How's that sound? And Randy Pepper, you know what he said? He said, give me a hell yeah, and then he gave Kevin Nash a Stone Cold Stunner.
And I too-sweeted him afterwards. Believe it or not, you bring up the one guy that lives about 8 miles from me. Kevin Nash lives 8 miles from me.
If it was the early 2000s, you'd never get to get near him because he'd be so freaking drunk.
Him and Scott Hall.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn my mic off. All right, so let's get back to NASCAR, boys. Let's get back to NASCAR here for at least a few minutes. We have to make it look like we're trying.
Yeah. We're going to have 2 Jeff Gordon paint schemes out here tonight.
Are we? We got Dalton,
yeah.
We got Dalton Tucker out there. Let me see. Dalton
yeah.
Tucker in the 25 this week. And that's not a Jeff Gordon paint scheme. That's a William Byron paint scheme.
There are no flames on the car, is there?
No,
there's
okay. Flames. It's a white, red, and blue scheme, but that's William Byron. That's the new flames. That's the Exalta flames.
All right. Well, Jeff Gordon ran the Exalta.
Yeah, but the DuPont flame. But he had the DuPont flames in the car still. He had the pretty flames.
Yeah.
They were really detailed. The Exalta flames are just kind of there.
Yeah.
They're nice. I mean, I'm not going to say that the flames aren't nice, but they're just there.
Yeah. They're there.
I mean,
they're there.
They're on the car. Now, whether or not they're pretty on the car is a whole nother story. But anyway, a minute and a half until we get started here with qualifying at the beautiful Kansas Motor Speedway. Randy, do you know anything about the food at the Kansas Motor Speedway?
I do, yeah. Actually, the food's actually not bad here. Food is actually pretty good. I would say one of my favorites actually is the chicken fingers that they have. I think they're pretty good. They're nice and they're not too crispy. The fries are good. You have to make sure you do tell them do not put any seasoning on the fries because they like to put this crazy seasoning on it that I don't really care for. But so I get them plain, real good. Put a little salt on them. They're good.
Randy, you want to know what's crazy? This track took 2 years to build between 99 and 01. ISC created it, and they still own it. But you know how much this thing cost?
This Speedway?
Yeah.
Oh, like $60 billion, $60 million.
$240,000.
What?
2001 money.
Wow.
Pre-recession, pre-9/11. I mean, things were a lot cheaper back then.
Yeah, I would say they were. A lot cheaper. Once again, I'm looking at, if you hear things going on, it's just because I'm messing with more lights.
So 74,000 fans will be here tonight. Well, people could come here tonight. But it looks like I got the gate receipt here from one of the attendants. It looks like we have 56,000 people in attendance here tonight. Not a fully packed house, but it's more packed here at Kansas than it's been for the last couple of cup races. So we can at least be excited for that.
Yeah, at least we got something going for us. Cool. I think I may have found my, maybe I have another mic here.
I would prefer it. I think everybody would.
That sound any better?
It sounds all right.
All right, hold on. I'm you know me. I'm just I'm a sound freak, guys. I'm sorry. I don't like the way.
So 126 different drivers have made laps around this racetrack as a member of the NASCAR Cup Series. Tonight we add 16 more names to that list here in the second time this year we're going to come here. So about I think 11 of these guys were on the track originally earlier, so we had 11 of that. We had 5 now tonight with 16 drivers showing up. We are going to look at Nicholas Weatherby as he comes across the line to begin his first lap. Joseph Causey and Thomas Carino are both out there as well. We're actually going to pick up Thomas Carino through turns 1 and 2 on the high line there. Now down the backstretch, the American Ethanol Dragway here into turns 3 and 4. Up against the wall here in the third lane. Thomas Carino with that beautiful WeatherTech machine with the pink wheels. Down the front stretch, across the start-finish line, Thomas Carino with a 30.72. Not good enough for the pole, I don't think. Provisional pole right now after his first lap goes to Nicholas Weatherby with a 30.57. The pink wheels with Thomas Carino and a lot of the guys here are actually in partnership with Pinkett Forward. Pinkett Forward sponsors the IVRL Truck Series on Monday nights. Pinkett Forward has continued to work with the IVRL here in the Cup Series with their rims. There are some donations. If you want to take a look at it, go to Pinkett Forward. I believe it's pinkettforward.org. Let me just confirm that for you.
Make sure.
Yeah, it's pinkettforward.org. They're providing hope and empowerment by enriching the lives of all those affected by breast cancer, and they are partnered with the IVRL on the Truck Series side, and like I said, continue to be partnered on the Cup Series side as Thomas Carino jumps to the pole with a 30.46 provisional pole to him. Patrick Gaspar, he's going to jump up to third as we look at Adam Wood completes his first lap. Going to sit comfortably right now in 9th position with a 30.83.
Still got a lot of drivers left to go, too.
Oh, that sounds way better. What did you do?
I have no idea. I just messed around with some stuff, so I don't know if
better.
Okay.
Here comes Adam Wood on the bottom of the racetrack. Nick Goebel jumps provisional pole with a 30.39. Adam Wood on the exit of 4. He needs to have a good night tonight. There's a lot of drivers here. This is the opportunity for it. Adam Wood jumps to 4th right now.
You know, we have
with a
Nicholas Weatherby sitting there at 3rd. Now, last week, if you remember, he ran really, really good early on and then just faded away as the race went along. Hopefully tonight is not the same.
Harvey Abrams, his first lap, a 30.86. We'll see what he can do on his second lap here as he comes through turns 1 and 2 up on that middle high lane, down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Harvey Abrams in that Susan G. Komen for the Cure Crown Royal Dude Wipes Ford Mustang right there, the number 79. Across the line, the pink machine of Harvey Abrams is going to improve his time to a 30.57, good enough for 9th on the grid. Dalton Tucker now on his second lap through turns 3 and 4. Right now sits 11th on the grid with a 30.68. Can he improve across the start-finish line? The number 25 will jump to pole with a 30.37. Cuddy McKinney improves to a 30.56. That's good enough for 13th position. And now we pick up Jaden Kimball on his second lap. His first lap was a 30.88. Jaden Kimball in the number 81 here tonight instead of the number 3.
All kinds of numbers.
Yeah, down into turns 3 and 4 now for Jaden Kimball. Nice exit line there on the exit of 4. Across the start-finish line, he currently sits 14th. He's going to jump up to 3rd with a 30.42. So the number 81 sits 3rd on the grid right now as qualifying is going to be coming to an end here. Excuse me. Man, we have a lot to talk about, and I mean a lot. There's a lot to digest after this qualifying session. There's a lot of debriefs that are going to be happening between the drivers and the teams really quickly about what they felt, how they can improve the car, what they can do differently on the racetrack since it's a fixed setup league. And, man, these drivers, they've got 5 minutes to go out there and try to find something on their line or how they're entering and exiting the corner. Just try to be a little bit faster if you didn't get up there in the top 5 or 10.
We still, I believe, we got the guys going back out to practice. Before we go to race time, everybody going to get their final adjustments into the car, see if these setups are going to be the one that they want to last through the whole race, because this is one and only chance that they're going to have get that car dialed in.
We're gonna look here at the qualifying results really quick, and I want to talk about the top 10 here. It's almost a mirror for Joseph Causey of what we saw in the spring, starting mid-pack. Hopefully for Joseph Causey's case, tonight doesn't end the same way the springtime ended. But Dalton Tucker comes and takes the pole. Nick Goebel jumps up to second. So two drivers who are not in the championship hunt start first and second tonight. Jaden Kimball, also not in the championship hunt, going to start third. The first playoff driver in Thomas Carino, who needs a great race tonight. He's almost in a must-win situation. Not quite there yet, but almost. He sits in fourth. Then Nicholas Weatherby in fifth. Adam Wood, who needs a good night tonight, as he is 6 points out of the championship four at the moment, sitting in sixth. Charles Urich, who is outside looking in on the playoff hopes right now, the championship four, in seventh. And Patrick Gasper, who sits second, starts eighth. And then, like I said, the one man who's locked into the championship finale, Joseph Causey, starts ninth. Joey McKinney with a good qualifying entry to get himself up to 10th. Cody McKinney in 11th. He needs a good finish tonight as well, as he's a little outside the playoff bubble. And I have to check something. Bear with me for a minute, folks. I think Facebook and Twitch just went down.
Oh, no.
Maybe it's just on my end.
It could be.
I think it's just on my end.
I will have to check here.
No, it's up. The stream is up on Facebook and Twitch. I don't know what's going on there. We might not be receiving comments. Just going to go ahead and make sure we're receiving the comments on Facebook here. Yep, we are. Okay. Facebook is good. We are still up. Sorry about that, folks. We had a little bit of a technical scare. Starting in 12th, Harvey Abrams, who missed the championship 8. The Elite 8 by millimeters in the last round. The elimination race was not able to make it to Charlotte. That eliminated him from the championship contention. Tyler Brown, he was here last week, making his return again 2 weeks in a row now in the number 21, starting in 13th. Richard Hurst, who we've seen earlier in the season, I believe. Reese starting 14th. Jason Miz going to start 15th. Tommy Schaefer, who's here earlier in the season for a few races. We haven't seen him a little bit. He's going to start 16th tonight.
Yeah, Tommy Schaefer, we haven't seen him at least a couple weeks. And Tommy, I think the last outing he had, he didn't have a great night. So maybe he'll have a better night tonight.
Maybe. Well, Randy, we thank everybody who's out there in Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and watching us or listening to us here tonight. You are watching and or listening to the Ghostfire Media Network. We are going to pause 10 seconds for station identification.
You're watching the Ghostfire Media broadcast of the IVRL on the Ghostfire Media Network.
We want to thank Billy Bob Joe Thornton for giving us that wonderful, wonderful announcement of where you're watching us, how you're watching us, and giving us the identification for your stations.
You know, I used to have a guy that actually sounded just like that, and he did most of the IDs for a radio station, this guy, Tim. It was hilarious because that's basically what it sounded like.
We have a guy up here who does the identification for like 98.9 Nash Icon, which broadcasts our races for us up here with MRN and PRN. And the guy literally has the most Revere accent you've ever heard. So he goes, "You're listening to 98.9 Nash Icon with the with the Motor Racing Network, proud partner of NASCAR." And I'm just sitting here going, where the hell did they find you, in Southie? And then when the PRN one comes on, he's like, "You're listening to 98.9 Nash Icon, an affiliate of the Performance Racing Network, a partner of NASCAR."
It kills me to hear these guys that are like that. I don't know how they get jobs in radio. I mean, I went through broadcasting school, and we had to have a certain type of inflection and tone and everything. to even graduate. If you didn't have that, you automatically got set down. You're like, you're going to be a board op, and that's what you're going to do in radio. You will never crack a mic. You just don't have the inflection. You just don't have the skills. So it's kind of funny that, I hear these people on, like, I hate to say Claire B. Lang.
Oh,
I love Claire. I love her, but she just does not have a voice for radio. And she's on radio almost every night.
Not a fan of Claire.
No, I mean, I like Claire. I like Claire. Claire's probably one of the best dressed people in the garages, but yeah, she's, I don't know, she's one of those people. That she just, I don't know, like I said, just one of those people. So, I just realized I don't have sound for the guitar, for the cars either. I'm like, I have no sound.
Oh, man. Randy Pepper's working on a shoestring budget out of a friggin' shed this week.
I am.
With a damn Xbox microphone. And next week, Randy's going to be working out of my shed with a Kinect microphone. If anybody remembers the Xbox Kinect, that's what Randy's microphone is going to sound like next week.
You know what? I'm like killing myself or hitting myself against the head because I gave my other mic that I could easily be doing this podcast with to Carl.
I know
Carl
the
didn't have a good mic.
I know what the 3-car Jaden Kimball's supposed to look like. He's supposed to look like Michael Conti.
Michael
WR1 Sim Racing chassis Chevy over in the Coke Zero Cup Series.
Maybe so. I can't see are they? Here we go. Green flag racing for the first time tonight. Out front, here it is on the outside. Nick Goebel on the outside, net number 24, trying to get around Cody McKinney. McKinney down low. And Goebel up high. They get together.
They touch a big one down the backstretch. Goebel's in it. Joey McKinney's in it. The 15's in it. We got 4, 5, 6 cars here on the first lap of the race, and the backstretch have wrecked out here. Man, oh man, it is a mirror of what happened in the spring.
It is. What in the world happened there?
Wow. We're going to have to take a look, and we'll see what happened here. But man, oh man, I wonder if any of the championship contenders were involved. Nicholas Weatherby's car is destroyed. The right side, the left side, the front, the back. The 23 is destroyed 2 laps in, and this is going to make him have to win next week. He's going to have to go into Martinsville, and he's going to have to win that race. You're not going to fix that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man, oh, man. Adam Wood looks like he got through it clearly. Charles Urich has some damage. Everybody else in the field looks to have gotten through it. But Nicholas Weatherby got caught up in that. We're going to go back and see what happened.
I want to see what happened.
On the exit of 2, it looks like the 24, Nick Goebel, might have got... we got to go back and look. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think the 81 of Jaden Kimball came up. A little bit of net code. Goebel had nowhere to go. Weatherby had nowhere to go. We're going to go back now and watch Weatherby here. He goes to the inside to try to avoid it. He has nowhere to go. He gets run into by the back by Charles Urich. He got that right and left front damage off the side of the 81. Man, oh man, Nicholas Weatherby, not even a lap in. And the 23 has some serious damage.
Yeah. Hey, would you do me a favor? Please share your screen with me. I have a little problem with that too now for some reason.
I can do that. I can try to do that.
There we go.
I don't know how well, I don't know if that's going to affect the broadcast at all. Let me just make sure it's on. We should be good, and we should be good. Well, folks, if you're just joining us and you thought, oh, I'll join the race right at right about 8:15, sorry, 7:30, you've missed a lot of action already in the first 3 laps. Coming out of turn 1 on the first lap here, we had the number 23 of, the number 24 of Nick Goebel get turned off the front bumper of the number 3, and it has taken out the number 23 of Nicholas Weatherby, giving him some severe damage on that machine.
We lost Nick Goebel and Tommy Schaefer. Both are out of the race.
It looks like Tommy
right
Schaefer
now.
might not have started the race. I don't think Tommy, Tommy didn't exit the pits. So Tommy was here for practice, was going to qualify and race. He might have just missed it.
But Jaden Kimball is now 3 laps down after that.
Jaden Kimball is now 3 laps down, but the biggest person this affects now is Nicholas Weatherby. And now we're going to have to focus on that and see what this does to the number 23. Is he's got some, it's minor damage. It's not severe. It looks like the crew was able to fix a lot of it. They pushed down the front end of that car, got the right front back up inside of that machine. If you look right about here, all that's put back in now, pushed back out. So it looks like the machine might be all right for Nicholas Weatherby. We're going to have to keep an eye on that throughout the night, see what type of speed or lack thereof speed the man has.
I really thought we were going to have a little bit of this last week, but we went caution-free the whole night. But tonight, we didn't even make it a whole lap, and we had this calamity happen.
Yeah, it's the best of the best out here racing. That's what they pride themselves on, is being the best. In the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, these drivers are the best the IVRL has to offer. And twice now at Kansas, it's bit them early on in the race. In the spring, it was Joseph Causey, and here tonight, it was Nick Goebel and Jaden Kimball.
Yeah, and Kimball, we see him listed as the number 3, but he actually was listed as the 81 when this whole thing happened. That's why when we started the race, I looked at him and went, is that 18 or is that 81? I wasn't sure. And now he's out, or not out, but 4 laps down. He's got
4 laps down, sitting in the pits. I believe the number 81 is done for.
Yeah, I would believe if he does come back out, he's gonna have
this opens up the door for a lot of drivers to make their opportunities known now.
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
Themselves in the championship 4 in 2 weeks.
I mean, Thomas Carino could end up, make it in there. Adam Wood, this could open the door for him, and it's not a restrictor plate, as they'll start on the outside, as we are green flag racing once again here at Kansas Speedway, as Thomas Carino Jr. jumps out to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car length lead over Adam Wood, as Wood tucks in behind him and gets a little sniff of the back end of that car, trying to get a draft. There's a single file for the top 4 down the back straightaway. They've got a side-by-side battle back a little farther, the 4th position, as they make their way off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway they go. Or
Carino washes up off of turn 3 and 4. He's going to give Adam Wood the opportunity to slide to the inside. Adam Wood's going to take the lead now. Patrick Gaspar is going to follow him through off into 1 and 2. Carino stuck up on that outside lane. The number 88 Chevrolet of Joseph Causey to the inside now. You look behind them on the outside. Here comes Dalton Tucker, and here comes Nicholas Weatherby. But off into 3 and 4, side by side, they continue to race. Causey and Carino as they exit the turn.
Causey's going to get around him and complete that pass and solid himself in the 3rd position as he sets his side on trying to catch up to Patrick Gaspar. Gaspar's trying to reel in the number 45, the 5 guys. First responder, actually, no, Silver, what is he? I don't even know the name of his. Still Horse Racing, whatever they. He used to be a first responder. Now he's Still Horse, and he's got a side-by-side battle for the lead right now. It's Wood up high, Gaspar down low. Gaspar trying to take the lead away from Wood as they come across the line, and it's still Wood leading the way.
Patrick Gaspar must have taken a little blue pill before the race, because he's got Wood on his outside. Right behind him, he's got Joseph Causey. Thomas Carino to the inside now. Causey down the backstretch. Adam Wood gets a little loose in the exit of the corner. And right there, you got Thomas Carino on the inside of Joseph Causey off into 3. But don't look now, folks. Last week's race winner, the man who tries to dominate mile and a half, Dalton Tucker is coming, and he's coming quick.
He's coming in a hurry. He's back there in 5th position as Adam Wood decides he wants to give a little bit more wood to the front of the pack. Takes back the lead away from Gaspar, but here comes Causey. Joseph Causey has got around Patrick Gaspar. He makes a slide job. Yeah, big time slide job. Gets right up in front of Patrick Gaspar. He's going to try to reel in the 45 and get up there and challenge for the lead. And as we're talking about that, they've single filed themselves for the top 7 cars. Everybody is nose to tail around the Kansas Motor Speedway as Adam Wood leads after 11 laps.
1 and 2. Joseph Causey trying to get a sniff on that quarter panel. If he can, it'll pull Adam Wood back with the side draft. He'll pull up here side by side with Adam Wood in turn 3. Joseph Causey trying to take the lead 11 laps in here at Kansas Motor Speedway. And it looks like on the exit of 4, he's not going to try to slide up because he's not clear. But at the line, Joseph Causey will lead lap number 11. And as we begin lap number 12, here comes Causey to the inside of Adam Wood.
Now they're side by side for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th as Causey leads away, but only by a half a car as Adam Wood is getting a run and getting a push from the number 86 of Patrick Gaspar.
Gaspar in the wall! Gaspar's going backwards! Gaspar is in the wall hard! Big damage to the right side of the number 86. That's a championship
contender.
Not
done with it.
A championship contender with more problems here early on. Joseph Causey back to the point.
Causey still has got the lead, and this time he may clear the 45 of Adam Wood. Adam Wood having a tremendous showing in that 45 tonight, but he better look out because the number 25 of Dalton Tucker, who loves these type of tracks, is right behind him, and he's hungry and he wants to go around the 45, and he might bring Thomas Carino with him as Carino had to get on the binders not to hit the 25.
Dalton Tucker had a big run on the outside on the exit of 3 and 4. He thought better of it because Adam Wood was sliding up to close the door. This time Adam Wood jumps to the bottom. Dalton Tucker's going to rim ride on the outside, get a big run down the backstretch and try it again off into 3 and 4. Adam will stick there on the 3rd lane between the 2nd and 3rd lane. Dalton Tucker's going to get that run again. He might try to make it work this time down the front stretch. Maybe he'll jump to the outside. Maybe he'll jump to the inside. But Dalton
Weatherby
Tucker,
was
here he
wall.
comes to the outside off into turn 1. Dalton Tucker going to try to go
wide.
to the outside. They're 3 wide off into turn 1.
3 wide as the meet in the middle is the Woodman. Adam Wood gets shuffled back as Dalton Tucker gets around him. Thomas Carino didn't have enough of a run to get around him. Now Dalton Tucker in the 25 sets his sights on the number 88 of Joseph Causey, who last week he battled with. This time it's going to be a little bit harder as Causey has strength early on here. And he's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car length lead over the 25 of Dalton Tucker. As they come off the turn, Causey leads, and right behind him is Dalton Tucker, Adam Wood, Thomas Carino Jr., and Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown and the number 21 here tonight. It looks like it's the number 1 Monster Energy Chevrolet, but he's registered as number 21. Just look for the black car. That's Tyler Brown. He makes a big move down the front stretch. Drops from the outside lane to the inside lane. Blocks off the run of the blue and white machine of Cody McKinney as he takes the 5th spot off into 1 and 2. We jump back up front as Adam Wood is starting to begin his battle with Thomas Carino. Thomas Carino looks like he wants that spot.
Carino's trying to get something happening. Carino almost got in the wall.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's the old Dale Earnhardt Jr. line. You're about 4 millimeters off the outside retaining wall.
Very, very close to that wall. Playing roulette with that wall, I would say. Yeah, and this time I don't think the roulette, I think the chamber was full, and he got a little piece of that wall time. But there's single file for the top 6 around Kansas Speedway. It's all Joseph Causey leading the way by just about 3 car lengths over Dalton Tucker. Let them sort themselves out for the first time around the track. We've got no chaos except back there with that battle with the number 1 back there. Or well, he's not 1, he's 21. That's going to throw us for a loop, I'm sure. That and Cody McKinney's blue and white car is going to throw us for a little loop because we're not used to seeing those colors from these guys. Whenever guys show up in different colors, it's always like, uh-oh. So if we call out some different numbers or different drivers, it's just because we're not used to seeing them in those particular colors.
Looks like Adam Wood is starting to reel in Dalton Tucker. He hasn't lost the leaders yet, as it's now overcast here at the Kansas Motor Speedway. Looks like Dalton Tucker is actually gaining on Joseph Causey just a small bit. Adam Wood is gaining on Dalton Tucker here, so we might see a three-way battle for the lead here very quickly as we approach lap 20 here. Oh, Causey! Same thing that happened to him in the spring. Causey got super loose in the XF4. He might have tapped the wall, but here comes Dalton Tucker. Here comes Adam Wood. It's going to be a battle off into one for the lead.
Causey actually stayed in the gas and is still fighting for the lead as Dalton Tucker was around him, and Adam Wood thought about it, but it didn't have enough momentum, and Joseph Causey is now challenging for the lead, even though he got a little squirrely. Tremendous save by the 88. And now we've got 4 cars actually nose to tail for the top 4. Tucker, Causey, Ford, and Carino are all striking distance from the lead right now.
Thomas Carino had lost this front pack of 3 drivers for the lead. But when Joseph Causey got loose, it slowed the other 2 up behind him as they made the move. And it allowed Thomas Carino, who ran a very decent lap this lap before, to gain half a second on the drivers in front of him. And man, oh man, did Joseph Causey need a new pair of pants or what after that? He's going to need more than Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, he's going to need maybe a, I guess a suppository. Let's say suppository to plug that up.
Have to have a deal with Wrangler jeans for a new pair of jeans after that.
Yeah, absolutely, and they better be thick.
So we're going to check in on championship contender Nicholas Weatherby, who currently sits in 10th. Nicholas came into tonight, as you see on your screens now. Nicholas Weatherby was sitting 4th in the championship going into this week, 4 points above the cutoff line. Right now, he would leave here 1 point to the good on Thomas Carino. There's a lot of racing to go here at the moment. And there's a lot of things that can happen here tonight. But Nicholas Weatherby's championship hopes have definitely taken a big hit here early on tonight. As you see the driver from West Edmonton, New York on your screen in the Columbia number 23 Toyota Camry.
I am pretty sure that he cannot wait for these mile-and-a-half tracks to go away. Weatherby usually does a lot better, I think, at the short tracks than he does.
He's going to be
mile-and-a-half.
He's going to be a problem at Martinsville.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to be because he needs to win. Almost he's going to have to win to get into the championship four. We're going to join the battle for the lead here again, as now it's a 5-car train. Dalton Tucker, Joseph Causey, Thomas Carino, Adam Wood, and Cody McKinney. 4 championship hopefuls, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. A driver who just wants to win as many races as he can here, Dalton Tucker.
Dalton Tucker has nothing to lose. He's just out here for fun. He's not running for points or anything. He's just got to mind his P's and Q's and stay away from everybody so he doesn't ruin anybody else's championship contendership. So as long as he's out front and leading by 5-6 car lengths, he's not really in the way. The rest of these guys can be running all they want for position. And that's pretty much all he has to do. Just stay out of the way. And he's doing that very well tonight so far.
That is correct right now, Randy. Dalton Tucker is doing exactly what he needs to do, which is get out of the way of everybody and drive as fast as he possibly can. Drive away from the field if you can, Dalton. That's what you want to do here. But Thomas Carino going to take a look to the outside right now of the number 45 of Adam Wood. Adam Wood's not going to be able to make that move stick at the moment. And Adam is going to sit comfortably back in 4th here, trying to stay ahead of Cody McKinney.
Cody McKinney's came out of nowhere. He was back behind them about 10 car lengths, and he has caught them, and he's right behind Adam Wood, trying to work around him, trying to take that position away from him to take 4th away. But right now, you know, we've got a handful of laps. Well, we got
7 laps to go here
7
in stage
laps.
1.
Yeah.
Now 6 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line and complete lap 28.
Yeah, 6 laps to go. I'm sure these guys are, you know, looking at these spots for points, but you don't want to, you know, it's stage 1. You don't want to take anybody out like we've already had some major calamity already. Kimball, Goebel, and Schaefer. Well, Schaefer wasn't even, but Kimball and Goebel, they're gone. So you don't want to have anybody else go out this quick. As you see, McKinney down on the low side of the track trying to get around Adam Wood to shove him to the outside. They are side by side as they go down into the turn. Bottom of the track. You see that? Look at that. Look at the line that McKinney's running. McKinney's to the bottom of the track, but did not stick, and Adam Wood is going to continue to hold on to the 4th position.
Adam Wood on the exit of 4 here. 5 to go in stage 1. He knows every stage point is important, especially over Cody McKinney, his next championship rival in front of him. He needs to outscore Nicholas Weatherby. He needs to outscore Cody McKinney. He needs to do whatever he can to get himself into the championship 4, whether it's win or just point your way in. Adam Wood has to start point racing, though, here early on in stage number 1, just to be safe.
Yeah, and the only bad thing is, if Adam does make his way out of this series of races and makes it to the championship, Adam hates Phoenix. He's said it a million times. I hate Phoenix, and that would be the only bad thing about it. He would make his way there, but he hated the track he's running at. And that means a lot. I tell you what, you know that as well as I do. There's some tracks you just don't like, and usually, if you don't like the track, you usually do not run very well at that track.
Texas World Speedway, I hate it.
Yeah, see?
I hate Texas World, and I hate Texas. I hate both of them. I think one's too wide, I think one's too damn banked.
I hate all the cookie cutter tracks, and I hate all the road courses.
So all you like is the circle tracks?
Yep, the little circle tracks.
So Randy Pepper is a championship contender if you have a short track season. Other than that, Randy's going to sit about 23rd.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, I'm going to be 23rd out of 15. So,
white
all right,
flag on
white
stage
flag.
number 1. Next time by, we'll see a green and white flag for Dalton Tucker. We're going to stick here at this battle between Adam Wood and Cody McKinney here through 1 and 2. Will Cody be able to make that 4th spot his before the end of stage 1? Or will Adam Wood hold on to 4th and get very important 6 points here? 6 points is important for Adam. He's going to get 6. Nicholas Weatherby will get 2. And on at turn 4, Dalton Tucker wins stage 1. Causey 2nd, Carino 3rd, Adam Wood 4th, Cody McKinney 5th. Patrick Gaspar will come home 6th. Urich will come home 7th. Tyler Brown 8th. Nicholas Weatherby will salvage stage number 1 in 9th. And Jason Miz in 10th. Nicholas Weatherby gains 1 point in the stage. Patrick Gaspar with 4, Cody McKinney with 5, Adam Wood with 6, Thomas Carino with 7. So we'll have to keep, no, hold on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Son of a bitch. Carino gets 8, Wood gets 7, McKinney gets 6, Patrick Gaspar gets 5, Charles Urich gets 4, Nicholas Weatherby gets 2. Somehow I messed up my math.
Well, ever since I took the Evelyn Woodhead sped ridden course, my ridden has improved wonderfully.
It's going to be difficult, though, as the night goes on here for these drivers.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these first 2 stages are going to be a different story compared to the last stage. You know, we didn't have to pit, you know, these first 2. We only have to pit in between. But that last stage, you're going to have to pit to make it work. So that's going to be a big big deal. I mean, it could be a game changer for many of these guys. As they're all on pit road right now. Everybody's gonna get 4 fresh Goodyear tires, get a full tank of Sunoco fuel, and be back on their way here at Kansas Speedway. Watching Adam Wood at Weatherby, and Wood is back out on the track. He's gonna beat Thomas Carino Jr. and come out right behind Dalton Tucker.
All right, Randy. What did I say was the point total?
I've lost you. You had so many points going around,
Right.
so
So at Nicholas Weatherby,
I know you said he had 2.
Adam Wood got 5. No, he got 6. No, Adam finished 3rd, right? No, he
Adam finished 4th. Yeah, 4th.
7. So he got 7. Cody got 6. Weatherby got 2. Folks, we'll be right back from a commercial break.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
All right, folks, welcome back. Doing a little bit of calculations over here. Forgive us.
Doing some ciphering, as Jethro Bodine used to say. And if you remember who Jethro Bodine is, that means you're old like me.
Okay, I got the points.
All right, good. We're getting ready to go green flag racing.
I'll let everybody know the points here in 1 minute. I'm just doing some calculations.
Yeah, let me, pace car is pulled off. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air as Adam Wood takes him back to the stripe. He's got the number 76 of Charles Urick and Thomas Carino side by side for second. That's a great battle right there. They're bouncing off of each other. Carino up high, Urick down low. Then you got another battle as the man who had to pit a little longer, that's Causey. Causey thinking about going 3 wide as they go down into turn number 3 as Wood sets sail. Now we got side by side for fourth as well. As out of nowhere, that 21 car, you see a 1 car on your screen, that Tyler Brown car now has made his presence as he's side by side with Causey. So it's Wood, Urick, Carino, Causey, and Tyler. Adam Wood still leads as Yerk trying to find a way to catch up. Maybe get a little sniff of drafting off the 45 of Adam Wood. Now they're going to be settled 3 in a row, maybe 4. As you see, oh no, we're going to be maybe 3 wide. As Carino got a really bad run coming off the turn, and that 88 of Causey and the number 1 car of Tyler Brown were able to get around, well, almost, as Tyler Brown now is having to settle, trying to fight with Carino for that 4th position. Now Carino gets a better run as Causey's trying to get around Yerk and Wood all in one swoop. But that's not going to work, and he'll have to tuck up in front of, or jump up in front of the Yerk car. And they are, whoa, Yerk's not ready to give up that position as he's side by side with Causey, side by side. Causey up high, Yerk down low. Yerk only almost got into the back of Adam Wood once again. And here comes Tommy Carino. They're 3 wide. Whoa, 3 wide for the lead. As out of nowhere, the number 7 of Thomas Carino stole the lead. And around goes Causey as he got part of the 45. But he's still going, even though he got into the Tyler Brown car. Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious, I'm over here calculating. I look up, and Joseph Causey is sideways.
He just got a tip of Adam Wood. Adam Wood gave him a tip.
Side by side for the lead here off into 1. Carino on the outside, Yerk to the inside. Charles Yerk trying to steal the lead here. Will he complete the slide job on a 2? Slide job, big one. He's going to put it up in front of the 7, and he's going to complete the pass. Carino trying to go over and under off into 3 and 4.
Carino is not going away. He stole that lead away from Adam Wood, and now he's trying to get it away from Charles Yerk. Yerk doesn't want to give up the position, as Yerk's having a strong showing as well as Carino tonight. Carino has won races throughout the season. I think he won 2 races during the season. I don't believe Yerk won anything, but I'm not positive. I'm trying to think. Can you remember if he won a race?
I don't think Charles won any. No. Carino almost in the wall though. Oh, excuse me.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Do a live broadcast with no delay.
I love we're looking at this right now, and out of nowhere, a sleeper has awoke, and that's the number 89 of Jason Miz. The Miz wasn't around much. Here comes Adam Wood diving to the bottom of Carino for 2nd place. They're side by side as they go into turn number 3, or off of turn number 4, excuse me. And that's not going to pan out, as here comes Patrick Gaspar as well, man. We've got 5 cars that are just nose to tail pretty much. At any second, anybody can take the position from the other. Actually, we're all the way back. We're going all the way back, single file conga line right now, except for Weatherby back in the back. He's the only one making positions back there. But it's all Yerk right now. Yerk having a tremendous showing. And then in that number 76 car, we haven't seen him up there, part of the privateer group, who runs along with Adam Wood in there and a couple other guys. But they're having a good showing tonight. I wonder if they're all talking to each other about who's behind who and all that other good stuff in that group.
So this doesn't include points for the bonus point for leading a lap, as I can't remember who led a lap or not. But the points as they run without bonus points. Joseph Causey locked into the round of 8. We already knew that with 4,166 points. Patrick Gaspar second, 29 points above the cut line. Cody McKinney actually moved up in the points to 3rd right now, 10 above the cut line. Nicholas Weatherby right now as they run 1 point above the cut line. Adam Wood 1 point below, came in 4 points below. Charles Yerk 2 points below, he came in 6 below. I'm sorry, he came in 4 below, Adam came in 6 below. Adam 1 below now, and Charles 2 below. Thomas Carino jumped up to 10 below because of his stage 1 8 points. And Ryan Cliver not being here tonight now has fallen to 12 below the cut line. So the battle for the cut line of the Championship 4 is really starting to evolve into what right now is a 4-car battle, realistically.
And we talked about Cliver. I believe Cliver has dropped out of the league.
I haven't got confirmation on that.
Yeah,
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't reached out about that, but there are rumors that that is what has occurred. So we do believe that Ryan Cliver will not be in Phoenix.
Yeah, no matter what. So, Yerk now is getting a little bit of a challenge for the lead as that Thomas Green Jr. car has caught him. He's right behind him, and now he's running a little different line than Yerk to try to get something to happen. At number 7 is stalking that 76 car. And you got to know that Yerk is looking in his mirror going, oh, that 7 is getting bigger and bigger behind me. As we are 53 laps down in the whole race. And we are only, let's see, how many laps we got? How many laps? I'm trying to figure out how many laps we have left in this stage.
Hold on.
16 laps left. So what are the odds that Yerk comes out with a win in this?
If Yerk comes out with 10 points here in stage number 2, it's 100% gonna shake up the playoff bubble. Because Patrick Gaspar is struggling right now, keeping that car in the top 5, just due to the damage on it from tapping the wall. He's fallen back to 4th.
And he's in the wall again.
He is. Patrick Gaspar in the wall again. He might lose more spots now. Might be more damage on the right side of that machine. Adam Wood is doing exactly what he needed to do coming in here tonight. He is putting himself in a position to advance with his points. He has pointed his way up to 1 point below the cutoff line coming into the second stage. Adam Wood is on a roll at the moment where he needs to be to get himself into the round of 4 here. He needs to finish in a good position tonight, and then he needs to go back to Martinsville next week and do it again. Or he just needs to flat out win this race, which Adam has been very strong so far, looking like he could do that. We got to keep an eye on that. But right now, Charles Yerk with 13 to go here in stage 2 has kind of checked out. We're going to drop back, not checked out, but he's gotten up there. Here and Carino have checked out. We're going to drop back to the battle for 7th as we got Nicholas Weatherby fighting for an all-important point against Dalton Tucker. And Nicholas Weatherby in the 23 is going to make that pass down the backstretch. I don't know if he's going to be able to stick with it, though. As Weatherby to the outside, side by side, he's going to be able to make that pass stick on the number 25.
Pretty surprised to see that this 25 is not running the way he was in stage number 1.
A little bit shocking that he's lost this much pace.
Yeah, he came back in. He did pit the first time around and came out first, and then they went back around again, and he pitted again. I'm not really sure what the deal was with that, but yeah, there's something up with that car. It's just not running the way it was earlier. He's definitely having a problem trying to get around Nicholas Weatherby. And I know Weatherby has some damage on that car from the earlier incident on lap number 1. So,
Weatherby got dinged in the first corner of the first lap, but he couldn't avoid the calamity in front of him. So we're going to keep an eye on Nicholas Weatherby here as we're getting closer and closer to the end of stage 1, but we're going to jump back to the battle for 10th at the moment with Joseph Causey sitting in 9th. Richard Hurst in the number 15 Ford Mustang is quickly gaining on Joseph Causey.
Causey has had such an up and down night. He's run strong, but then he's made numerous little snafus, if you want to call it that, where he's just got loose or tagged the wall or whatever. This is uncharacteristically different than what we usually see.
It seems like Kansas might be Joseph Causey's track that he just doesn't like.
The nemesis track.
We all have that one that when we go to, we just can't figure it out.
And you got to wonder if possibly, knowing that he had problems here last time, did that get in his head right off the bat?
I mean, that's always a thought.
I would think that's probably part of it. He came in here thinking, I can't do the same thing I did last time, but it's in the back of your head, I'm sure. So, and right now, I mean, it's showing that this track does not agree with him. He's running ninth, which normally we're usually, looking at Joseph Causey running top 3 at the worst.
I have a little update here. They don't give out bonus points for leading a lap.
Okay.
So my points are correct.
I was going to say, you're correct.
My points are exactly where they need to be right now. So that the update right now before stage 2 ends, at the end of stage 1, Causey was in first place, locked in. Patrick Gaspar, 29 above the cutoff line. Looks like he's going to lose some points to the cutoff line here in stage 2. Cody McKinney was in third. Looks like he is going to gain points on Patrick Gaspar. Put himself above the cutoff line by at least one more.
Trouble!
Oh, no!
Leader's going around!
Oh, no! We have a driver around!
Carino got into
Thomas
the...
Carino!
But he got into the back end of the leader and turned our leader. So Charles Urich, who was leading at the time, the 7 just got a really good run and got into the back bumper of that car and gave him 2 tires deep all the way.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Down the front stretch, this is the lap before. Off into 1 and 2. Clean racing there. Now down the back stretch to 3 and 4. Might have went too far back. There it is. Okay.
You're right down there.
It's here. All right, let's see what happened. I think Charles started to wash up the track, and when he did that, he had to get off the throttle, and Carino he's in the same line. There's nowhere to go. Wow. Everybody's pitting. This is going to be a 4-lap shootout for stage number 2.
The good thing is, I don't think either one of those cars were very damaged.
I don't either. I do not believe there's any damage to any of those machines. Adam Wood looks to have some right side damage, though.
Yeah, he does seem to. It looks like he may have played tap with the wall once or twice.
Yeah, that right front. Some serious damage.
Yeah, he played
right
tag with the
side.
wall. Yep. He's pancaked that thing.
That he has. After Adam comes off pit road here, we're going to pull him up as he's getting some damage repaired. Adam is our in-race reporter. We're going to talk to him really quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. Adam Wood, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, man.
Really quick, before we ask any other questions, was that the end of the stage?
That is the end of the stage, I called it.
Shit. Well, we're going to take a commercial break then in a minute because I got to figure out the points. But how was the car driving out there?
The first couple laps you can make them moves at the bottom, but after that it's a high side only track. I've tried diving underneath Carino numerous times, and I don't know how he did it to me, but I couldn't do it. And I'm not gonna cut it that close like he did me and slide job me.
Did you win the stage?
No, I did not. Some reason they caused a caution and they get their spots back, so they're in front of me. I'm in third, so that's kind of kind of weird. So
Did Charles Jurek won the stage?
So Charles should have won this stage.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, if you cause a caution and you're in, hit the guy that's spinning, and you shouldn't get your spot back. But that's just me. I mean, he only lost just one spot. I don't think Cody passed him by that point, but whatever. I'm not iRacing.
10-4. Well, and we're going to drop you back down there with your team. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back with the points, folks.
All right.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go to guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
All right, we're back here at Kansas Speedway as we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing with our leader now, Dalton Tucker, who did not have a good stage last time, and Charles Jurek, who got spun at the end of the last stage, now is on his outside. Jason Miz lines up third, and Richard Hurst lines up fourth. And pace car is off. Here we go. And on the gas he goes. Here goes Dalton Tucker jumping out to a 1/2 Carling, now 3 Carling. Really quick. He's on the move now. Now we're going to have to watch the 7 car of Carino Jr. as we've watched him before. Maybe he'll try to do something again, trying to get around these guys. Jason Miz now is making that 89 run really well as he's dives down and slams the door on the 7 as Dalton Tucker is pulling away from the field by 3-4 Carlings. 1 car got loose. That's Hurst. Hurst almost comes up and tags a couple other cars behind him. Nicholas Weatherby out of nowhere now is showing some strength as he has moved into that 4th position. Thinking about taking it 3 wide. He'll get into Miz, and your 3 cars go together.
Oh my goodness, big wreck down the backstretch. The field is, oh my goodness, big wreck. 4, 5, 6 cars involved. Weatherby is out of this race. Charles Jurek is out of this race. Oh man.
What in the world did we just
front
see?
end is gone. Holy schmoly, what happened there?
Jumping crawdads, I don't know.
Let's take a look here. Wow. Jason Miz came down, hit Nicholas Weatherby. Oh man, let's go back a little bit. Jason Miz came down off the corner. That had Nicholas Weatherby go down and hook the 76. 76 came up, couldn't go anywhere. Nicholas Weatherby went down the track, got the 88. The 45 had nowhere to go. Right there, immediately, 4 of our championship contenders who had strong playoff point nights
Gone.
damaged.
And unfortunately, the guy that lost it was a guy that was not a points contender.
Big damage. Weatherby is done. Goebel
Done.
is done. McKinney is done.
Done.
Oh man, let's see. I think Nicholas Weatherby is still in his car. See if I can get a post-wreck interview here.
I don't know if you want to do that, dude. I would strongly suggest maybe not now. I just saw one of his comments come up. And it wasn't a good one. So that's going to have major playoff contention hopes gone away, probably. Simple. Can't even say it. Never mind. Thomas Carino Jr. will be the leader now with Brown running second. Tyler Brown, then Gaspar, McKinney, Abrams, Hurst, Tucker, Wood, Urick, Causey, Miz. If Miz even comes back out, I doubt he. I don't know if he is or not.
I'm going to go ahead and let Nicholas Weatherby cool down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would not think it would be a good time to have him come in. So we'll see how things play out now. I mean, I'm sure you're probably already ciphering some of the points and trying to figure some things out.
I am. I'm trying to figure out what happened before, at the end of stage 2 here. And then I'm going to do some calculations based on where people are going to finish. Have those points ready for the end of the night, and then we can talk about playoff points after.
Cars are running right now, and we are lined up 2 by 2. We going green flag racing this time. I'm trying to see if the pace car has any lights on.
Nope, lights are still on.
Lights, yeah. See a little bit of blinking going on there. Well, we'll line them back up once again.
All
Thomas
right.
Jr. is the lead, and Tyler Brown is going to be on his outside. What you got there?
All right. That's plus 5, so that's 10 out. Alright, so following stage 2, here are your points before we go green. Obviously, Joseph Causey locked into the next round. Patrick Gaspar, 4,089, 27 points above the cut line. Cody McKinney right now 8 points above the cut line at 4,071. Charles Urick with the stage win jumps up to 4,063 points. Adam Wood 1 point out of the playoffs right now at 4,062. Nicholas Weatherby goes from 3 points to the good to 5 points to the red. He needs to win next week, I would think now, with what we're going to have points-wise come out tonight, is he's going to get 12th place points. Thomas Carino is 10 points behind the cutoff line at the moment. He still has a chance to win this race, so Thomas could lock himself in and really shake everything up next week. And then Ryan Cliver, obviously he's backed out. He's 20 points out, but he is probably locked out unless he wins next week.
And the green flag is back out, and Wood, or not Wood, excuse me, that's the Brown car. Brown almost got rear-ended by the 14 car, McKinney. But right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car lengths for your leader. Thomas Carino Jr. over Patrick Gaspar, and then there's a host of others behind him trying to line up and find a place to go. As Carino looks in his back bumper, and you can see that 86 is getting bigger. So he's got his momentum back. Gaspar had a little trouble earlier on. Now it seems he is regrouped, and he's setting sail, trying to get around that number 7 as they go into turn number 2. Now they've got some, the 15 car back in the back is, have a little problem back there, as we got maybe a lead change right now. Gaspard side by side with the 7. Carino up high. Gaspar slams the door. He comes up and drifts right up in front of the 7. They get together. They touch. But no harm, no foul, as Carino now feels the challenge of the number 1 of Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown looking to get the lead from Patrick Gaspar. He's down low, trying to hold the car to the bottom of the track. It doesn't usually work for him, and he'll go back from 2nd, back to 3rd, almost to 4th. He's on the bottom of the track, as Gaspar now is going to feel the challenge of the number 7 of Thomas Carino. And here comes McKinney as Carino dives to the bottom of the track, trying to get the lead away from Gaspar. They're side by side. Will it stick? He's going to hold it down to the bottom. You can see he's got damage in the back of that number 7. And he will clear, but the inside outside. Here comes Gaspar trying to take that position away once again. We've got a great battle side by side for the lead as they go down to the stripe to complete lap 79.
For these guys that are battling on the point bubble, the best thing for them, if they can't win this race, is Patrick Gaspar winning his way in, or Dalton Tucker. You don't want one of these guys behind you or on the bubble right now battling for this lead and possibly winning this thing in 60 laps, because if they do it, it jumbles everything up next week, and if you're Adam Wood, instead of having to get 1 point on the guy in front of you, you're going to get 12 points. So man, oh man, these guys are praying, they are hoping that it's Dalton Tucker, Patrick Gaspar, Harvey Abrams, one of those guys. If it's not them, they need to get up there and hope one of these guys comes and gets the lead as Cody McKinney dives to the inside.
Cody McKinney shot out of a cannon and got around Carino, and Carino just tagged the wall once again, and he's playing tag with it as Dalton Tucker is now back in the picture. Dalton Tucker takes the 2nd position away from the number 7 of Carino, but he goes up high, nearly tags the wall himself, as Cody McKinney leads for the first time tonight here at Kansas Speedway. But he's going to have a challenge from the number 25 of Dalton Tucker. Tucker is there.
Dalton Tucker is up the trumpet of the number 14 car, Cody McKinney.
Yeah, he's definitely got that butt trumpet working tonight for sure. McKinney has got a trunk full of that number 25. That 25, Dalton Tucker, trying to find a way to get around that 14. The 14, Cody McKinney, is definitely showing some strength in that 14 tonight for sure.
He is showing some speed right now down the backstretch. Dalton Tucker gets a little bit of a draft. Will he make that opportunity here? Will he try to get to the inside? He's going to squeeze him up a little bit. He's going to make the move to the inside. Will Dalton Tucker be able to clear him this time off into 1? Possibly. They come across the start-finish line. Dalton Tucker to the lead off into turn 1. He's going to complete the slide job on the front stretch. New leader, the number 25.
Dalton Tucker assumes the lead once again. He did not lead in stage number 2 at all. He ran very slow through that race. But now, with 83 laps in the book, Dalton Tucker has now assumed the position once again as he leads by 3 car lengths over McKinney. That's another 3 back to Gaspar, another 3 back to Carino, and 6 back to Causey. And caution, is out on the
on the racetrack. Caution is out on the Speedway. Harvey Abrams. He got tight into the wall. He tried to keep himself off of Charles Yerrick when he started to half spin, and he pounded the outside wall a little harder than that.
I believe he's been on the Royal Crown a little bit too much tonight.
All right, we're going to send it down to our pit race reporter, Adams Nick, with Nicholas Weatherby. Nicholas, you got Nick and Randy up in the booth. We see he just got released from the infield care center. What happened out there?
No comment.
Wow.
If you got nothing nice to say, just don't say anything.
I mean, that's the way I was raised. You know, I don't always do that. I probably should be a little bit better at doing that. But you know, next week now you go into Martinsville. At the end of stage 2, you found yourself what was going to be 5 points out because of the damage you sustained early on. Now you're going to go into Martinsville next week in almost a must-win situation, especially if Cody McKinney or Thomas Carino can get it done here tonight. You know, what are your thoughts going into Martinsville?
Just gotta keep your head straight. Definitely gonna need to say a lot of sorries before the race, because I'm not gonna be giving and taking. I'm gonna be only taking. So
Well, we're getting down to crunch time here, so we're thinking that's going to happen. Is there any possibility of the crew fixing the car enough for you to go be able to run a couple of laps to pass Jason Miz on track and finish 11th instead of 12th, as that 1 point would be key for your championship, or is the car dead?
car is kind of dead. I'm down a lot of RPMs. I don't know how many laps I am down, especially with Miz, but honestly,
Miz is out too.
It
So
looks like it's about 11 laps between you and Miz.
okay. We'll see if it can get running again. If not, then we'll just have to settle with 12th and look forward to Martinsville.
Well, 10-4, we'll let you get down there, try to talk with the guys at 23XI, see if any of your mechanics can get that thing fixed, and we'll see you back, you know, hopefully see you back on the track to maybe make your championship hopes a little better for you. But tough luck here tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday for Martinsville.
Thanks, guys.
yeah.
As the driver of the number 23 Knight Columbia Toyota Camry of Nicholas Weatherby. Machine has a ton of damage, absolutely killed. We have some in-car radio from Adam Wood saying that at 1,800 RPMs, it equals the car is effed. Adam on the radio, not very happy. Sound a little upset. Right now, sitting on the track, almost a lap down. Trying to get as much of that front-end damage on that 45 machine fixed as he can. But this is going to make next week a lot harder for a lot of these drivers now, Randy.
It's definitely. I mean, this has been a shakeup. I mean, we thought Martinsville would be the shakeup, but right now we're finding that Kansas is the shakeup.
I mean, we came in here tonight, and I mean, we're going to remind you what the points look like at the start of the night here. So at the start of the night, we had Joseph Causey obviously locked in, and then you had behind him, you had Patrick Gaspar sitting in second, 29 points above the cut line. Patrick has lost 2 points so far tonight onto the cut line. Cody was sitting 9 points above the cut line. He's lost 1 point to the cut line tonight. You had Charles Urich sitting 4 points below the cut line. He's now 1 point above the cut line. You had Adam Wood sitting 6 points back. He's now 1 below. You had Nicholas Weatherby sitting 4 points to the good. He's now 5 points to the red. And yet Thomas Carino sitting back there 16 points out. He's only 10 points out. So, I mean, we're not even through 3/4 of this race yet. We're only 88 laps in. And, I mean, we've seen a total shakeup.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, it's a new ball game for sure.
And then you have some of these guys out there, you know, Cody McKinney, Thomas Carino, both drivers right now. Cody's only 8 points to the good. Carino's 10 points out. If Thomas Carino can go out here tonight and in the next 50 laps shock the world, which it wouldn't really be a shock because he's been fast tonight, but shock the world and come in here to Kansas and take a win and lock himself into the championship 4, that takes away one of those locked-in playoff points. Now all of a sudden Cody McKinney's on the cut line and Patrick Gaspar is breathing a little heavier going into Martinsville.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a total shakeup. Even Urich, if he wins, I mean, Urich, that's something to say something in itself there.
Yeah, I mean, he's 1 point to the good right now, but again, it would drop everybody down to being right on that cut line. It would change the look of what we believe the championship 4 is to look like.
Yep, absolutely. We will see. I mean, we've got quite a few laps left. We've got to get to 140. We're at 88 right now, so we've got a lot of racing left to go here in Kansas as the pace car has pulled off. And Urich is on the gas. Here they go down across the line. That will complete lap 89 as Urich leads by roughly a half a car length over the 25, but the 25 is side by side with.
Oh, he's going to slide up. They're going to be 3 wide down the backstretch. He's going to be the meat and the sandwich of the faster machines. Patrick Gaspar to the inside. Urich's going to slide up the track. Him and then one car almost got together. And the 15 get together. The 15 is going to go around. No, he's not.
No,
what
he
a
doesn't.
save. What a
I
save.
I mean, I'm going to have to commend even Uric for that. Uric should have went around a couple times during that, but he did not.
Wow.
And Hurts should have went around, but they did. Neither one of them did. So
Dalton Tucker to the lead. Cody McKinney into P2. Patrick Gaspar back to third now. Cody McKinney sets his sights with 50 to go on Dalton Tucker.
Dalton Tucker leads by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car lengths over Cody McKinney. McKinney trying to hold off Patrick Gaspar and the number 7 of Carino. Carino stalking back there. Carino's the man that wants to win more than anybody, I think, out here. He's definitely shown that he has a car to do it. But right now, Dalton Tucker is still the man to beat here at Kansas. Nose to tail for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're seeing tonight. It's nose to tail as McKinney now shows some strength as he's looking underneath that 25. That 25 still showing the way by 3 car lengths. But McKinney has looked to try to get some momentum to catch up to him. And it looks like maybe those top 1 through 5 are trying to line up in a group where maybe they can run down that 25 because they know if they can beat him, especially McKinney, if McKinney can get around that 25, maybe get a win tonight, that's going to shake up a few things. At least put it in the chase with no problem, not the chase for the championship with no problem. Make the way off the turn number 4, I believe that was. Yeah, as they make their way down to the stripe, we're starting to see some different lines with some of the guys will flare off behind them as McKinney's right there behind Dalton Tucker. You see Carino making some moves to get around the number 86 of Patrick Gaspar back there and see if he can regain some of that momentum he had earlier on in the race, trying to reel in the number 14. And Gaspar's not ready to let him have the 3rd position as he tried to slide job him, but it didn't work as he's got enough of a problem back there with that number 1 of Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown, this has been a tremendous showing by him tonight as making his, I don't know if it's debut or not. I haven't seen Tyler Brown, I don't believe, or did we? I have to look back to the record to see. As there's single file for lap 96. We've still got a lot of racing to go out here at Kansas Speedway.
We do. 96 out of 140 laps complete. We still got 44 to go here. And down the backstretch, Cody McKinney hasn't gone away. Cody McKinney wants to shake up the playoffs. Cody's waited all season. He's fought hard to try to get a win. Hasn't been able to do it. Going in with 3 races to go. Now's the time to get hot. Now's the time to find your stride. Get your crap together and get out there and win a race. Cody McKinney wants this tonight.
Is it better to get your crap together tonight, or would you rather save it for Phoenix? That's the question.
But going to Martinsville next week, that's a crapshoot of a race. If you're going to get it together, you want to get it together now, and then you want to hope it's still together when you get to Phoenix. But to be the champion, you first got to get to Phoenix with a shot to win it.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
He's only 8 points to the good. If he has a bad week at Martinsville, that could completely go away.
Yeah, if you know.
I mean, you look at Weatherby.
Oh, the wrong roll.
He came in tonight 4 points to the good. He's now 5 points to the bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the race isn't even over yet, and it looks like the 23 is not going to be able to get running again.
Yep. Adam Wood actually had a little blessing as Charles Uric had a little worse damage than we thought. I could tell the front end of that car had some damage, and Adam Wood is now in 9th. So he picked up a position out of all that. But we've got 41 laps left. There's so much more racing to go. Anything can happen between now and then. I mean, we're looking at Causey, who's usually one of the ones we watch every week up front, is running 8 seconds behind the leader. That's uncharacteristically abnormal for him.
Yeah, I don't think Joseph Causey and Kansas Motor Speedway are friends.
No, I don't think they're going to be sending a Christmas card to each other this year. By the way, speaking of Christmas is coming up. Hey, what a better gift to give to your loved one than a guitar. That's right. Check out the Guitar Addict, guitaraddict.com, and buy a guitar from the Guitar Addict Christmas for that loved one. It's a great hobby. It'll also keep your husband or your wife at home. They'll stay at home. They won't be in the bar drinking. They'll be sitting around the house trying to learn how to play that guitar. So the guitaraddict.com for all your needs. I know I gave one to my dog and he never leaves.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet, and you're trying to hawk your Christmas. Oh, I just almost swore. This isn't a podcast. This isn't
Halloween.
Podcast.
It doesn't matter. Christmas season is about. The trees are up in Walmart. The trees are up in Lowe's.
I forgot this wasn't the podcast. Sorry, folks.
Folks, let me just tell you. If you want to hear more bantering go on between Nick, myself, Adam Wood, Carl Henderson, Josh Laston, check out our podcast. It's every Friday night at 8 o'clock. And coming up next season, I know, we're going to have a little change up. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff coming up next season. You don't want to miss it. This season, we're going to fade out of the season and kind of do what we've been doing, talking about the IVRL, AOLL, fuel, and everything like that. We're going to still do that, but we're also going to add a lot of fun stuff coming up.
We have a lot of amazing guests lined up for interviews, and we're trying to reach out to some more amazing guests to just learn more about racing, sim racing, some of the journeys. We have some of the eNASCAR guys who are going to be coming on. We've already spoke to one of the eNASCAR spotters. We've been able to manipulate a couple of guys to want to come and talk to us about their journey to the eNASCAR Coke Series. So that's going to be interesting. Have to wait a little while to hear those interviews, but things are coming in the future. Some things that are awesome.
And don't forget, we also, the end of the season, we'll probably, more than likely, we're going to have Pat Patterson on the podcast with us as well. So the racing guy will join us for the final.
Pat's already been on for like 10 seconds, so it's the Ghostfire Media podcast with Pat Patterson.
Yeah. So we don't know how long that'll last because we will be doing that podcast, I think, during the Brant Racing Party. So if that happens the way it probably will happen, it could be Pat Patterson. It could be anybody, Justin Allgaier, or anybody from Brant. So anybody from DEI could be on there. Who knows?
Right. So really quickly, whilst we're talking about things, we're going to give you, powered by the Guitar Addict, the Ghostfire Media Sports Scores Update.
Hey!
In the bottom of the first, the Boston Red Sox lead the Houston Astros 2-1 in Game 4. The Red Sox could take a commanding 3-1 series lead if they can hold on to that lead. It is a very early in that game, though. At the moment, the Atlanta Braves are up 5-2 over the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the top of the 8th with 2 out, the Braves, if they can hold on to that lead, will take a stranglehold of a 3-0 series lead on there. Earlier today, right now here in the second quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks lead the Brooklyn Nets 64-59. In the middle of the second period, the Battle of Florida, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Florida currently 1-0 over the Lightning. The Washington Capitals lead the Colorado Avalanche in the second period 4-2. The Dallas Stars and Pittsburgh Steelers, I keep doing that. Pittsburgh Penguins knotted up 1-1 at the moment at the second intermission. And starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the New York Islanders and the Chicago Blackhawks will take each other on in the NHL. That is all still to come. But we have 31 laps left to go here in the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series.
Yeah,
Not only
absolutely.
is
You left out one thing, though. You forgot to tell people that watch wrestling, Dynamite will not be on tonight. Dynamite, the AEW Dynamite, is on Saturday night, and Rampage is still on Friday.
Today Wednesday? Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Dynamite's on tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. So tonight we have what is it? The NXT 2.0. I don't know if you've caught this.
I haven't watched a single second.
Yeah,
of it.
don't worry about it. You haven't missed anything.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Yeah, NXT used to be good. Now they've ruined it. So.
What I'm excited for is Crown Jewel on Thursday. I just want to see Roman Reigns lose his title. Charles Garrick just blocked the number 14 of Cody McKinney.
I see that.
Big time blocked him down the front stretch. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was entertaining.
By the way, Roman Reigns will not lose the title. They are setting this whole thing up for the WrestleMania, by the way.
Brock's not coming back.
Brock is going to WrestleMania.
Brock's not coming back.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Brock's not coming back. You're not getting Edge versus AJ Styles. It's just not happening.
AJ Styles may be leaving before long and may be joining AEW.
He still has 2 years left on his deal.
He still has 2 years, but there's a little pause there, I think. There's been rumors that AJ Styles may leave before the end of his contract.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's finishing out his career with WWE. He's not going anywhere else.
We'll see.
He's been doing this for too damn long.
Yeah, nobody said Bryan Danielson or Adam Cole would show up in AEW. Too.
Hey, folks, quick question. Would you like to hear like an hour every other month or so? Would you like to hear just an hour to an hour and a half of me and Randy Pepper talking shop about wrestling? That's an actual interesting question. We want to figure out our lineup for next year. What type of shows, what type of things we want to bring you guys to bring more entertainment to the Ghostfire Media Network and bring you guys more enjoyment of what Ghostfire Media was originally intended to be. So would you like to hear me and Randy talk for an hour and a half every month about, all the wrestling shows that we've had this month, the pay-per-views, and then another week of the month, me and Randy could talk about NASCAR.
Yeah, we could do that. And have Carl Henderson and myself talk about cruising.
And we don't have to limit it just to Fridays, folks. It doesn't have to just be Fridays. I'm just saying, we have cars pitting. There's cars pitting.
They have to.
I was waiting to see how long they could go. I didn't know. We haven't had a green flag cycle all night. I didn't know how long we could go.
Now let's wait and see when Cody McKinney. If I was Cody McKinney, I would be pitting now. I'd go ahead and get those tires.
If I'm Cody, I'd pit before Dalton. Well,
yeah,
that's
definitely
not going to happen. Cody's going to lead a lap. Dalton's going to come down pit road. Dalton Tucker, 25 to go, gets his final pit stop. 4 tires, 18 gallons of Sunoco Racing Fuel. The proud sponsor of NASCAR. And maybe he gets like a Fig Newton. You think they give him like a Fig Newton or a Cheez-It or a Subway sandwich?
I would say half a Subway sandwich.
Half a Subway. You think Dalton Tucker's getting like a meatball sub right now?
Yeah, I'd say 2 bites and he's out.
I think so. Yeah. If we have a caution in the next lap and a half, it's because Dalton Tucker threw the rest of his sandwich out the window. Cody McKinney is in the pit. Richard Hurst is looking like he's going to stay out here and lead a lap here at the Kansas Motor Speedway. Right here in beautiful Kansas.
Kansas, home of the casino. Another casino here at this track.
Kansas.
Kansas, St. Louis, Missouri? Yeah, where is it? Where's this place? Kansas? I don't even know.
I think it's in Kansas.
It's in Kansas.
I think it's in Kansas. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna find out exactly where is Kansas.
400
Speedway.
Speedway Boulevard, Kansas City, Kansas.
It's in Kansas City.
I never understood this. I never understood why a state had a city named after the state.
Yeah, I
Hey,
never have either.
Welcome to Massachusetts Bay, Massachusetts. This doesn't make sense, does it? No.
No, it doesn't.
New York, New York. It's just redundant.
Yeah, it is. But it sounds okay.
Sounds better than Massachusetts, Massachusetts.
Yes.
I don't want to
Or
live in
Kansas City,
Massachusetts in
Kansas.
general. You think I want to live in it times two?
Oh boy. Or Florida, Florida.
I mean, at least we have one good thing. We have the Red Sox, who came out of nowhere.
Yes, it did.
I have no idea what Alex Cora does when we get to the preseason. He must be tapping on freaking trash can lids or something. I don't care what he does, just win the World Series. I don't watch baseball 7 months a year. I watch it for like 3 weeks. I can't watch baseball all year long. Just can't do it.
No, I can't do it. I have a friend of mine that all he does is watch Yankee baseball all year long. He won't miss a game. I'm like, why? Because I have to watch my Yankees. Okay. Better you than me.
Anyway, now that we're done talking about,
Redundant stuff.
I have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Well, we're just Hurst actually pit, so
Dalton Tucker back to the lead.
yep.
4-second
And
lead on Patrick Gaspar. Cody McKinney
I'm-
lost 2 spots.
Yeah, how did that happen? I
He
mean,
stayed
must
out a
have
lap
had-
too long.
You think that's why?
Yeah, I mean he lost a bunch of time. Just the delta is about 3 seconds almost.
Yeah, I see this. It's almost 4.
I mean, Harvey Abrams pitted on lap 113, which was 2 laps earlier than these guys, right? He's running 31 6s, and these guys are running 31 1s. I mean, Harvey's not fast tonight. He's already told us that. But you come out and you're running 30.5s, 30.6, 30.7 on your first lap, and half a lap later you're running 31.6, 31.5. So you're losing almost a second in 3 laps. It's
And
crazy.
there's no one close to each other right now.
Yeah, there's
They're just
nobody to
all
draft
spread
off
out.
of. Gaspar
Nothing.
and Carino are close, but
Not that close.
no, not close enough for this to be happening. And right now, honestly, Adam Wood has done everything he could to gain as many points as he can so far tonight. It looks like he's not going to finish at least 9th at the moment. He looks like he's in 8th at the time being. So that's good for Adam Wood. Not good for my mathematics over here because I had him finishing 9th.
Now you got to cipher it again. So the best battle really is for second, as Carino is about 4 car lengths back behind Patrick Gaspar.
See
But
him right
McKinney
there on your
looks-
screen now.
Yeah, McKinney looks like he's actually catching them. So we may
McKinney
have
is
a
catching them. It's just the delta of the
Ah.
tires. But
He just
catching
hit
them and
top- hit the
passing them
wall.
with 17 to go is just completely 2 different things.
He just hit the wall.
Oh, no, Cody.
But he's still coming. It's amazing. He did scrub the wall. I know he's got some, at least a stripe, but he's catching. Here he comes. You can see him in your frame as he's right there with them. Gaspar leads that pack. Carino behind him, and here comes Cody McKinney. McKinney right behind Carino. He's going to look down to the inside. Try to get around Carino. Will he make it? Yes, he makes it stick. Down to the bottom of the track now. He's going to set his sights on at 86. Patrick Gaspar and try to take away second position from him. 16 laps remain in this race. Here comes McKinney down to the bottom side of the 86. They're going to be side by side as they come back to the line. And McKinney will get around him. and slide up in front of him. He almost slid too far as they're going around the number 76 of Europe. Gaspar now runs third as McKinney now is going to try to reel in the leader, but I think there's no time for that anymore. What are these funny arrows you're putting on this screen now?
The sponsorship for the guitar addict. I had to get it up in the corner.
Oh, is that what that is? I can't read it.
Yeah,
You need to
GFN
change.
drum can.
You need to change the color to white. It's a little, it's hard to read. I hate to say it. Oh, Patrick Gaspar nearly got off. He got a piece of that wall that time again. Dalton
Patrick
Tucker.
Gaspar looks to have a little bit of damage on the back of that car. Is that true?
I will do a zoom in and let me see if from my camera and see if I can tell.
It's like maybe a little bit. Like not much, just maybe a tap.
I'll get a good view of it and tell you here in a second.
Joseph Causey made the switch to the correct manufacturer this week. Chevrolet. Dale Earnhardt Jr. inspired paint scheme on that machine. Mountain Dew.
Gaspar has just a tad of damage on the left side rear panel. Looks like somebody just gave him just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip, and that's where his damage is. I'm
Cody
surprised.
McKinney has 11 laps to go. He's catching Dalton Tucker. Just not
Yes,
enough.
he is. No, it's not enough.
It's 0.03 of a second per lap. It's just not enough.
And you know he's got to say, like, gosh, I can't believe you showed up.
Randy
this race.
Pepper, you wanted to know, you've always asked what it looks like to be behind the scenes here. This is what it looks like to be behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. Good. That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a whole lot. So, did everyone see that?
No. No.
No.
I think we're gonna do something for the YouTube channel, like a little. We're not gonna give away our secrets, obviously. We're gonna do a little bit of like a tour of this is how we stream. This is all that goes in to bringing you guys the best possible high quality broadcasts on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, powered by Guitar Addict for the Ghostfire Media Network.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. What I just saw, folks, I mean, I'm just a broadcaster. All I am is just a voice. I don't do any of the video stuff. Everything you see on the screen right now is all Nick Adams. So Nick is pulling double duty. By the way, Nick, I heard a broadcaster on the Sports Grid radio this past weekend. I believe the guy's name is Dave Hernandez or something like that. He could be your brother, voice-wise.
Maybe I moonlight as a Dave Hernandez.
Yeah, I was shocked. I really thought it was you. He's a little raspier, or growler.
I can be raspy and growly if you need me to be.
Yeah, and then you would be him. You could fill in for
And the
him.
caution is out. Charles Urick's night has gone from bad to worse.
He's got the
And
wall.
folks, what we thought was a race that might be over. It might be all in Dalton Tucker's hands. Has just changed dramatically.
Yeah, because Cody actually has a little bit better tires
Take a look at
than
what
him.
happened to Charles
Will
here.
they pit or will they not?
Just got loose out of two. Couldn't save it.
Whee!
Chased it. Couldn't save it.
And Hurst had to
And
make
it
some
looks like
abrasive
Richard
moves.
Hurst, yeah. Richard Hurst, the good hands safe driver of the evening. Well, let's
Do
take a
you
look.
pit or do you not?
Looks like they all stay out. Cody McKinney, Patrick Gaspar, Thomas Carino, Joseph Causey. Dalton Tucker just lost this race.
That is amazing because usually Dalton Tucker is a master at pit strategy.
Dalton Tucker just lost this race. And now, this championship, this championship 4 is about to be shaken to its core here in a minute. It's all going to change. Man,
McKinney's off.
man.
Gaspar is out. Here comes Carino, Causey, and Patrick Gaspar beat McKinney off the pit road.
Ow!
What did you drop now?
Ow! Did it again.
You hit yourself in the head again,
Yes.
did you?
Son of a bitch, it hurt.
Some of it, people, if you were listening last week or watching last week,
Make myself bleed.
yeah, Nick Adams is having 2 weeks in a row. He's going to have workman's comp pulled out on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
I
Because
tried that
he's-
last week. Adam Wood told me to suck it up, shut up, and get back to work.
Yeah, he's suck it up, Buttercup.
It's pretty much what he told me. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked at how rude he was.
You know how he's in the Army. That's just the way they are in the Army. They have no compassion for anybody. That's just the way it is. They just fight for our freedom out there, and other than that, they don't care.
For any of you who are just joining in, Randy Pepper is joking.
Totally. Because I support our troops big time.
So don't go have a whole moment about how terrible Randy Pepper is. And Randy is joking.
I am joking totally. I'm a big supporter of the U.S. troops, big time. So, and Adam Wood is one of my friends, so I just mess with him. So,
I'm a huge supporter of the U.S. troops unless they're racing against me.
yeah, that's true. Adam or Larry Patrick, Rick Kohler, Ross Gage, any of those guys. Or even Joseph Causey. I believe he's an
I
Army.
said racing against me, not wrecking me or racing way ahead of me. Well, that was mean. Hey, it's true. Huh,
What is
Dalton
Dalton Tucker
Tucker is
driving?
mowing the grass.
Wow, maybe he knows something. If
He
you
was
put a
cleaning
little,
he's cleaning his tires up.
you put a little grass on your tires, it will make them stick even better. It cools them down so much that you can't get an advantage.
Humpy Wheeler left Charlotte Motor Speedway, came over here to Kansas and turned the freaking sprinklers on for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to see here is we're going to see Dalton Tucker down on the inside, Patrick Gaspar on his outside, McKinney on the inside of row 2, and Carino to his outside. Causey and Brown will be on row 3,
Oh,
and
man.
Abrams would. And now
If Dalton can figure out how to win this race,
it'll be amazing.
if
It all
Dalton can
depends
figure out
on
how
this
to win
part.
this race, I mean, he earned this one if he wins this one.
Yeah, no doubt. If he can get a good enough start, he's got just a handful of laps. Actually, not
It's
even
going to be a
handful.
green, white checker. Well,
Yep.
green, one around, white checker.
Oh boy, we are getting ready to go. Here we go. Dalton Tucker gets on the gas. There he goes. And Patrick Gaspar is falling in right behind him. Cody McKinney back there with Carino. Gaspar drifts high. He's going to try to get him around on the outside. Here comes McKinney. But Dalton Tucker has still got some strength as he'll lead them down the back straightaway. Here comes McKinney. Here comes Gaspar. They're sideways, inside, outside. Gaspar to the bottom of Dalton Tucker. He's going to clear him as they come off the turn.
Jump on the floor!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness! He's
Here
going to get
comes
turned!
McKinney.
He's going to get turned! Cody McKinney to the lead!
McKinney will lead them as they go into turn number 1.
Causey to the inside. They're 3 wide back there. Patrick Gaspar is going backwards like he's got rocks in his pants. Man, oh man, Carino's looking at Cody McKinney. They're going to come to the white flag. Can Causey make something happen? Can McKinney win this race? Can Carino make something happen? It's about to get interesting. Holy schmoly, white flag is out at Kansas.
White flag is out. Here comes Cody McKinney trying to win his first race of the season as he'll make his way off of second race of the season. He has won one race.
No,
I forgot about that.
Has
he hasn't? Yeah, I thought he won one
He
race.
might have.
Or he's-
I have to go back and look. I don't remember.
I have to go. I thought he won one race. Maybe it was just a second place. But anyways, he will come off of turn number 2 with Thomas Carino Jr., who has won a race. I know for a fact.
Cody McKinney is going to punch his ticket to the championship 4. McKinney
Whoa.
wins at Kansas.
Wow, look at that.
Wow. He just completely changed the playing field.
Unbelievable. So the boss wins a race. Actually, we thought this would have happened a long time ago, but he just hasn't had any luck. But finally, McKinney has ended up in victory lane here at Kansas. We'll have to wait and look at his burnout and see how well he does a burnout.
It's going to be a couple minutes here, folks, as I figure out the point standings for the championship players. All right. Causey finished third.
And there he goes, around and around, burning them up. Oh, he's going to go to the wall and burn them up big time. A Zen coaster. I guess that's what that says on that car. I'm not familiar with that sponsor. As all the drivers are now congratulating Cody on his win. Zen
right.
Cast.
We're going to go ahead and pull Joseph Causey in for Randy Pepper to give him a little bit of an interview. Joseph Causey, you got Randy and Nick up in the booth. Get a copy?
Yeah, I do.
What happened to you out there tonight?
I got ran into too many times, and then I hit the wall by myself first. That was my own fault because I was trying to push too hard, which I should have been not doing. Second time, I got hit by, what was it? Adam hit me, which would, we were 3 wide. Stuff happens. The third time, freaking Weatherby freaking got killed, and then I tried to go all the way down the track as far as I could, and freaking I got snagged by that and got my steering bent, so I called third a freaking win today.
I was going to say that because you actually, we had talked about this was one of your tracks that's kind of a curse to you, because after last time, and then you come back here tonight and you finish third, so I would say that's a win for sure for you.
Yeah, definitely after the night I had. That was horrible.
Yep. So, yeah, you've been around backwards, forwards, you've been all over the track tonight. You've seen what the field looks like from the back, and you see what the front looked like for a little bit. So you definitely had an up and down night for sure.
I've hit everything but the pace car. Might as well hit that thing too.
Did you hit the girl up in the stands? It was in row 4.
I might have. You never know.
Well, congratulations on a third, rebounding, I guess, from the back to the third place tonight. So, congratulations on that.
Definitely take it. I feel as a win for me.
All right. So, Nick, are we going to get Carino Jr. or one of those other guys in here? Or are we still figuring points out?
We're going to get Mr. Carino in here. Joseph,
right.
we'll talk to you next week. Congratulations on a good third place.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we're going to pull the number 7 of Thomas Carino Jr. up here. Thomas, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. Get a copy?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Congratulations on a second place. You made some moves tonight. I mean, you showed some dance moves for sure. I mean, you diving 3 wide, sometimes looking like you're going to go 4 wide. Congratulations on second.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Nice to talk to you again. Been a while. I've been sucking lately, but good finish tonight. Yeah, Randy, I know exactly what move you're talking about. I had a hell of a run and decided to take it 3 wide for the lead, and it worked, and it was a lot of fun racing out there. I said this during the race, but just again, want to say sorry to Charles. I got into him. I don't know if he checked up more than usual in that corner. I thought I did the same thing, but we both kind of saved it and kept going after that. That was amazing, but a lot of fun and cool to see Cody win as well.
Yeah, that's what we did not expect to see tonight. I mean, Cody was definitely fast during the last stage there, but when you guys all came and pitted that last time, you and Gaspar, Causey, and Cody, I mean, we were like, oh man, this is game changer. We didn't know which one of you guys were going to win this race. I mean, it was really interesting to see how you guys pulled that off there. Those final laps.
Yeah, I tried to. So in the main run of the final stage, I tried to short pit everybody and ended up burning up my tires. So that last caution was hugely beneficial to me. But yeah, knew once Dalton didn't have a set that he was probably toast from that point on, and then kind of got lucky and the sea parted for me and just followed Cody up to the front. I knew he was gonna be aggressive to get the win, and it worked out, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like Patrick Gaspar had maybe some contact or just ran out of room with the track and went backwards from that point. And luckily, he didn't take anybody with him. That's for sure.
Yeah, that front straightaway is super tricky, right? Coming off of 4, especially like Patrick was, he had a hell of a run, and then try to kind of come down and get back in line. And when you hit that apron just the wrong way, man, it'll get you squirrely, like I think it did to him. And again, I mean, he's been on fire lately too. Just really fun to be racing with those guys, and a good points night for me. I'm looking forward to seeing what the points update and can move forward to Martinsville and hopefully make it to the Final 4.
Well, when I announce it in about 2 minutes, make sure you're watching the broadcast, because what I have here for unofficial points is Martinsville's going to be a blast.
Yes, it is.
Holy crap, Martinsville's going to be a blast.
Thomas, how do you run at Martinsville?
I like Martinsville. I grew up racing short tracks, and actually a track very, very similar to Martinsville, super flat. So it's the name of the game, is taking care of your stuff, man, and being there at the end. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. Good luck next week, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll pull Cody McKinney in. Cody, it's Nick, and oh, hold on, wait. I threw Randy Pepper out of the booth.
You threw me out.
Oh, God. Hi, Cody, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Jesus.
He's watching the podcast. Or not the podcast, but the broadcast.
I threw Randy out of the booth. All right,
Thank you.
This is how you get live television. Well, Cody, first and foremost, are you going to Disneyland? Because you're going to the finals. So you get to go to Phoenix now and battle for a championship no matter what happens next week. So congratulations on that, first off. Second off, congratulations off getting that monkey that seems to have been taking its hands and just strangling you for the last 29 weeks. And you got it off your back finally.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, but I don't know. I always found a way to get in position, and then pit strategy not go my way, caution don't go my way, or something always happens to prevent getting that win. But Dalton stayed out and we all came in, and me and Patrick were questioning each other. Does he even have a set left, or is he gonna come in later and try something out of the blue? But yeah, I knew coming out, I saw Patrick to my left. I did not want to start second. That was first thing. I did not want to restart second. So I slowed up just so he could get by a little bit and put me in position.
What happened to Patrick there. Did you see?
I saw in the corner of my eye, on my right monitors, I saw him wiggle. I'm not sure if him and Dalton made contact or what happened, but as, as soon as I saw Dalton swing high and Patrick kind of leave that bottom line open, I knew I had to take it and just hoping it's stuck. Didn't want to swing out from underneath me, and as soon as I realized I took the lead, looked at how many laps were left, hoping it was less than 3.
We could not remember if this was your first race winning or was it just, I know you've had a string of great qualifying, and I know you finished second. I couldn't remember if this was your first win or not, but I guess it is.
Yeah, Cup Series, yeah, Truck Series. I have a couple. So.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, man, on a great win tonight, and congratulations to punching your ticket to Phoenix.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it no more. Thank
Nope.
God.
Just go out there and just run around Martinsville next week. If you wreck, you wreck. Who cares? Doesn't matter. So, all right. Congratulations once again. We will see you next week at Martinsville.
Appreciate it. Y'all take care.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we leave you tonight, and we give you your official, your rundown here. We're gonna give you the unofficial points. Now, this has been done by me on a piece of paper, so take it with a grain of salt. But I'm 99.9% sure that I'm right on these points. So here you go. Here is your unofficial playoff standings going into Martinsville. We'll see how right or wrong I am. Locked in, obviously, Joseph Causey and Cody McKinney. Patrick Gaspar, 32 points to the good on the cutoff line. I'd almost say that's locked in, but it's Martinsville. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
There's a tie for fourth in the playoffs right now between Adam Wood and Charles Urick. Adam would take the spot based on his one win earlier this season. So if next week they come in and they both end up doing the same thing they do this week and they tie, Adam will get to the championship 4. 2 points out from the championship 4 at the moment. In 6th is Thomas Greeno Jr. with 4,092. And then sitting in 7th, 7 points out from the championship 4. My pick to be the champion, Nicholas Weatherby at 4,087. Man, Martinsville's going to be insane.
It's a do or die for most of these guys,
I mean,
for sure.
There's a 7-point gap between making the championship 4 and not making the championship 4. You couldn't ask for anything better, except for a 4-way tie. But
yeah.
It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be fan-freaking-tastic. I don't know if you haven't bought your ticket for virtual Martinsville Speedway in 2 weeks. Sorry, not in 2 weeks, in 7 days. Make sure you buy it. They're on sale right now. You use code GHOSTFIRE on the virtual website to buy the virtual ticket to the racetrack that's virtually not going to have any fans there. You get 10% off.
Yeah, and don't forget to get that virtual Martinsville hot dog.
Yeah, that virtual hot dog with all the virtual toppings. We've said virtual way too much. I mean, we have said virtual about 100 times.
We'll talk about that. I actually remind me to tell you about the kitchen around the corner for me about that.
You tell me about the virtual kitchen.
Yes.
On the podcast on Friday.
I will.
All right. Folks, we're going to have Randy Pepper bring us out.
All right, folks, you've been watching the Ghostfire Media broadcast of the IVRL Buttkicker series. And don't forget, we got more racing happening tomorrow night with the AOLL Sportsman Division. Carl Henderson will be calling all the action tomorrow night. And Thursday night, we're going to have more racing in the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series. And then Friday night, That's right, Friday night. Don't miss the podcast. It's going to be a fun one this week. Podcast will be on at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook as well. And then Sunday night, it's more cup racing in the AOLL division. And then Monday night, Fuel. The Fuel League will be on the series as well. The Fuel series will be. Look, sorry, I got distracted. Something popped up. I read. So, anyways, you've been watching the broadcast of the IVRL right here on Ghostfire Media broadcast system, whatever you want to call it. And we'll see you next week here on the Ghostfire Media.
Guy's a professional, folks. He's a professional.
He's
got a radio license, for Christ's sake.
And I'm watching I've got all these pop-ups. People are sending stuff to me. I'm like, why are you sending me stuff now? I need to turn all that stuff off and stop looking at it. I need to look at my notes and read notes. But I'm not. Anyways, I'm old too, by the way. So, it happens to the best of it. Look, Joe Biden's got the same problem. So
all right, folks. You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hey, bye.
Thank you for Network.